Steam and sud fills my vision as a pleasant torrent of hot water sprays my body. We're in our bodies now. A little bit of something, something, something. The tiles on the shower wall are polished to be a pearly sheen. Sheerly pearl. Here we go! It's beginning! So much that I can see my own hulking and beautifully ugly reflection. The shadow in the reflection has a dark matted hair in her. I don't know if she can see me like I can see. I wipe my hair from my eyes and stare into space, trying to shake the abstract thoughts from my head, my mind, until my phone springs to life from the bathroom countertop, and my thoughts return to present. I startle at the noise. I peer through the shower's glass door, but it's impossible to make out the name flashing on the phone screen thanks to the steam that's fogged up my glass. Allie's the only person who regularly calls me, so it could be her ringing. Could it be a spam caller trying to tell me something that I don't really need? Sell me something? But I may just cave in and buy it anyway, because it's a nice feeling that somebody thought to call me. I open the shower door and tiptoe out, my wet and dripping body causing pools of water to form on the bathroom floor. A deft hand snatches up my phone as I clutch it to my chest and retreat back into the shower. The water never stopped running, and it greets me with a welcome warmth as I bask in it once more. My phone is fairly new model, so it's conveniently waterproof. I take advantage of this feature on occasion. It's nice to be able to submerge myself in water and browse the web truly to escape my own thoughts. Heavy droplets smack against the phone and dribble down, but my eyes ignore them as they scan the screen. The incoming call is a voice chat request from a noise user. Koji! Ojiro's calling me? I answer the call.
Noriko?
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Good time?
Shower.
Sure.
Mad. Wanted to tell you something.
Hi.
I saw a post on... This call has static.
Sorry, it's just the shower running.
Oh, in the shower?
Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah?
Huh. Okay. Well,
Now you can't think straight, huh? You empty.
sorry. Awkward now.
Really, it's fine. What did you want to tell me?
Okay. Saw a new post on Noise-chan today.
Noise-chan?
Posted this afternoon. Might interest you.
Noise-chan? The message board... The message board noise channel is often affectionately referred to as Noise-chan by certain frequent users. I'm not really surprised that Kojiro is the type to call it that.
What was the post about?
Well, someone wrote this. I quote, "Hey, so today I got a strange gore photo from a number I don't have in my contacts." Continuing, "Not sure what the deal is. It was gross though. Wondering if any hackers can trace the number or something?" End quote. Thoughts?
Uh-oh. A strange gore photo from a number I don't have in my contacts.
Sounds like Corpse Girl is struck again.
Right? Thought the same thing.
I wonder who wrote the post. Kojiro mentioned it was written today, and the original poster wrote that they received a photo today. That means it can be only one of the two people, either of my latest victims. Carbon copy businessman, or the attractive, semi-famous singer, idol, actor, whatever woman.
So, who wrote this post anyway?
Don't know. Anonymous.
Of course. It was a stupid question. No one would attach their name to such a strange post.
Was hoping you could tell me.
How would I know?
Well, you're Corpse Girl, right?
Uh-oh.
Uh,
This again? Kojiro just doesn't let it slide. Why does he suspect me now? What did I do this time?
It's okay. We can discuss later. Oh yeah, the original post has a reply.
it does?
I'll read it too. Quote, "You got this too? Was the gore photo a picture of yourself? I'm worried. Received a similar pic from the same number. Continuing, thinking about contacting the police. Not sure if I'm overreacting." End quote.
So this is the first post okay. Sorry, we can read. So the first post received words. Interesting. Very interesting. Both posters talked about receiving a photo. That can only mean one of them is a boring businessman and one of them is the semi-famous woman. However, the fact that they're taking the discussion online instead of slitting their own stuff is rather troubling. Were the photos not convincing enough to make them get themselves? Or not enticing enough to summon another entity to snuff out their souls? Was this an attempt to repeat the failure that I had with the twin woman?
Anyway, enjoy your shower.
Thanks, Koji.
Let's talk tomorrow, Corpse Girl.
I love you. Before I can interject, Kojiro ends the call. Shit. He's once again assuming my true identity. He's assuming correctly, but that's besides the point. Well, maybe it doesn't matter too much. Maybe this will actually save me some time and effort. He already knows I'm Corpse Girl. It should be easy to strike a deal with him in exchange for access to a fresh supply of cadavers. That is if I decide to walk the path and take this game to the next level. Thinking it through, I may very well go ahead and do that. My last 3 victims may have not ended their lives as I planned. My success rate is very, very low. That's a depressing fact. And one that old Noriko would probably have thrown a tantrum over, but not me. Not new and improved Noriko. Turn off the running water and step out the shower. A shiver scuttles down my spine like a spider as the cold, damp air clings to my naked form. What a weird way to say, when I stepped out of the shower, the cold air was cold. Throwing my phone onto the bathroom counter, I reach for a towel and wrap it around my corpulent, emaciated body. Why are we still talking about your body? Why are we doing this? I'm sorry. The thick flab on my... Oh my god! Hey, I struggled with this for a long time, okay? So, like, I don't wanna know. I dry myself. When I'm satisfied that my fleshy and cadaverous body is completely dry, I grab a second towel and wrap it around my hair. Why are you describing yourself like this? Do you want to be dead? Is it because Corpse Girl? I don't understand. A cursory glance in the mirror as I leave the bathroom reveals my gaunt face and prominent cheekbones. I get the feeling that though I've been gaining weight, I'm still thinning out more and more. Although my body isn't perfect, I'm still in love with my eyes. I wouldn't change a thing about them. While my frame simultaneously grows plumper and slimmer, I hope my eyes will always stay the same. I flick off the bathroom as I exit. Entering the bedroom, I sit down on the bed with a towel around my body and another one around my hair. My laptop is lying open on the sheets, so I pull it towards me, and a few clever keywords in a search engine quickly leads me to the post on the noise channel that Kojiro just informed me about. Sure enough, he was telling the truth. The original poster submitted this just to date, and the follow-up reply was submitted shortly after. I skimmed through the text to see if there were any clues about either poster's identity. However, nothing really stands out. I retain my assumptions that the 2 latest victims created these posts. I spend a little time applying various moisturizing creams to my skin before getting dressed in my bedwear. I'm feeling pretty relaxed by the time I finish. Perhaps I'll spend the rest of the evening reading a book in bed. Or I could try and plan out my next move with Kojiro. Should I come forward, claim my identity, and request an access to his morgue? It's a big step. This seems to be the first time for me to make such a bold move. I can't keep working on requests that are doomed to fail. I need to start succeeding. For me, Corpse Girl. I pull my laptop to me once more and begin my brainstorm plans. Okay. Did we ever return that book that he lent us? He's gonna have big fees. June 9th, Tuesday. Should be here by now. I was pretty clear at meeting at 5:30 p.m. It's already 5:45 p.m. and he isn't even in sight. I thought for sure that he wouldn't miss a chance to meet up with me again. Can't contain my nerves. I try to tell myself that I'm only angry because of trepidation. And I'm not actually angry at him. This is a big moment for me. I never once revealed my identity to anyone. I assume he will take it in stride. I wouldn't be going through this if I didn't firmly believe that. Hi. Ojiro? My neck jerks in reaction to the voice.
There you are.
I'm late?
You're late. Oh my god. Voice is so... I make a point of checking the time on my phone and nod.
Sauce. Traffic?
Shut up.
You drove here?
No.
Okay.
What did you want to discuss?
I have a request for you. And a confession.
Kojito's eyes widen as he looks me up and down. Oh, not that kind of confession! You hentai! Ecchi hentai!
Knew it.
I blink and look down at the ground. He's known for some time. I was fooling myself thinking that my stupid attempts to erase suspicion of my identity were working on him.
You're going to confess your love. Been waiting for this moment.
Stop. Ecchi hentai! Ecchi!
Wait, no, that's not...
Shh. No more words.
Uh-huh.
I accept your heart.
Stop!
Kojiro, I don't...
Call me Koji now.
Oh god.
We're one. No need to be
We're
shy.
one! Oh my god. My guy.
Ugh.
This isn't getting me anywhere. Thanks to my frustration and nervousness, I simply blurted out my true confession.
I'm Corpse Girl.
Kojiro doesn't react. While he cocks his head a few degrees to the side, slowly and surely. You can even call that a reaction to my sudden outburst.
Yes? Okay. So, a kiss to commemorate our love?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Did you even hear what I just said?
Of course.
I'm Corpse Girl. I'm the one behind the corpse photos and the deaths and...
It feels kind of strange to say these things out loud. For some reason, it leaves a sour and bitter taste in my mouth that I just can't swallow.
Yes, I know.
Oh my god,
Knew it since our first noise chat.
Thanks.
Our first noise chat?
Remember? You messaged me late at night. Asked me if I knew about Corpse Girl.
Is that what tipped you off? You assumed I was her just because I mentioned her?
No.
Then... how? How did you figure it out?
You asked me to look up names. Names of Corpse Girl's victims.
Oh yeah. I did, huh? That was stupid of me. I suppose that gave it away.
No. Other people could have known those names.
Then... come on. Throw me a bone here. How'd you find out?
You said you requested Eiichi Hanada's death.
Eiichi Hanada, the guy who died in the traffic accident. I remember that I lied to Kojiro about being the one to request his death. It was the only way I could accept his suspicion at the time. Escape. If I remember correctly, it threw him off my trail for a while. He believed I was the one who requested the death. So that explains how I knew that he was one of Corpse Girl's victims. But if what Kojiro is telling me is not true, then my lie actually had the opposite effect. How did it make him figure out my identity?
I don't understand. I confessed to requesting Eiichi Hanada's death. So what?
That was a lie.
Even so, I still don't understand. You're not making any sense.
Kojiro's shoulders drop and he stares at me intense. Yeah, Daddy Kojiro, don't look at me like that.
You lied about requesting Eiichi Hanada's death.
How'd you figure?
That lie proved to me that you were Corpse Girl.
Yes, but how? Tell me!
I was the one who requested Eiichi Hanada's death.
Huh? Kojiro's deadpan counterpart makes him believable beyond all doubt. I felt the blood drain from my
I
face.
submitted his photo to Corpse Girl's website. Imagine my surprise when you claimed that you did it.
Uh-oh.
That lie made it clear. You knew his name. You knew he died. You knew he was Corpse Girl's victim. Ergo, you are Corpse Girl.
I guess you really do gotta be careful, huh, Noriko? Despite my dazed state, I can't fault his logic. I took credit for something Kojiro did. Of course that would paint me as a liar in his eyes.
So, you've known this whole time.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And yet, you still met up with me. And not just today, but at the cafe too.
Yes.
Aren't you scared of me?
No, that's not the way I'd put it. You should be scared of me. After all, I requested the death.
What?
Had motive for murder, even if I didn't carry it out personally. Imagine what else I'm capable of.
Oh, I'm imagining. I'm imagining, alright. I subconsciously take a step back from Kojito's sudden looming form.
From our discussions, I know you don't kill your victims. You just nudge them, urge them, tempt them with death as an escape from their fear. You're no murderer. What reason have I to fear you?
He's right. He's absolutely right. He knows everything about Corpse Girl's methods. My method. Kojiro is a dangerous enemy. Or a powerful ally. And it's up to me to decide whether he's with me or against me. I recall our conversation at the cafe. He claimed he would support Corpse Girl if she came to him for assistance. He's a fan. He would support her obediently. No questions asked, as long as the price was right. So all I have to do is make him an offer that he can't refuse.
Join me.
My god. Ha ha ha. I'm sorry. Why am I sipping over this guy? Like, why? What's happening to me? Am I okay? No, I'm not.
Help me. Help Corpse Girl rid this fucking world of the fetid filth that infested.
My god, that was intense. I decided to quote a certain passage from the book that Kojiro himself gave me. A paragraph from Strange Flower that has stuck with me for some time.
There's a certain beauty in death, a macabre certainty, an absolute state of finality.
Nobel Sinclair.
You understand what I'm talking about. You work with cadavers for a living. The dead can't hurt you. They can't betray you. They can't disobey, or object, or disapprove. Wouldn't it be better if we were all beautiful like that?
Perhaps. Didn't expect Corpse Girl to be so vain. Is your motivation simply to impart your own ideas of beauty to the world?
No.
There's more to it.
Of course. Me, myself, Noriko, may be vain. But Corpse Girl isn't burdened by such petty notions. Her ambition is pure. Her ambition is crucial to the survival of the entire human race.
What are you talking about? What? What in the Attack on Titan logic was that?
Thought I had a big ego. You're so self-important. Both you and Corpse Girl.
I don't expect you to understand. Not yet. But I've realized that I can't do everything alone. I need your help. I need cadavers.
I see. What's in it for me?
This is the critical point of our negotiation. It could fall apart here if I don't offer something that Kojiro considers worth the risk. The question is, what does he want? What does he desire?
I propose an equal partnership. You'll reap half of the benefits from Corpse Girl's work.
And what is that? This offer is a gamble. I know that in the back of my mind. However, it was the only feasible solution I could come up with when I planned out this encounter last night. The tactic relies completely on my assumed understanding that Kojiro's most innermost desire. If I'm wrong about him, then this whole thing will blow up in my face.
Corpse Girl will create more death than you could ever imagine. Think of all the fresh corpses you could get your eager little hands on.
Kojiro shakes his head, his lips pursed in a thin line of disapproval. Uh-oh.
Sorry. Already got my fill of corpses. Morgue's full enough as it is.
I narrow my eyes and stand my ground. I can't back down now. I'm so close to unraveling him and his secrets.
You've always wanted to mimic Nobel Sinclair. I can see it in your face, in your very soul, whenever you praise his work. You want to emulate his actions and experience his escapades firsthand. You want to dress up corpses, take them out to dinner, perform all manner of bizarre social experiments with the dead. It's your passion. But living vicariously through Nobel Sinclair's books isn't enough for you anymore. And that's where your fascination with me, with Corpse Girl, stems from. As soon as you figured me out, you knew I was your gateway to satisfying your lust for the macabre. You work with cadavers all day, every day. But you can't get them out of the morgue with eyes on you at all times. But I can. I have the perfect plan on how to withdraw all the corpses we could ever need. Half of them for you, and half of them for me. An equal partnership.
That was fucking crazy. I end my speech and let Kojiro bask in my words. I hope that I was convincing enough to sway him, and I pray, that I'm correct about his sickest desires. His reaction isn't exactly what I was expecting, and he laughs, a pretty big hearty guffaw that scares a few nearby birds and sends them flying to safety. Clapping his hands together slowly, he inches closer to me until I can feel his breath across my face.
Figured me out? I'll play along. Say there's a way to get corpses out of the morgue without getting busted. Don't you think I'd have found it by now?
Perhaps you're not as clever as you think you are.
Perhaps, but you have the answer.
I do. I guarantee it will work.
A bead of sweat forms on the back of my neck. I'm not exactly bluffing because I have planned out this whole scenario in detail. But until now, until I actually try to pull it off in such a maneuver, I can only speculate that it'll work. I need to exaggerate my confidence long enough for us to ally together.
Something about you makes you seem trustworthy.
Uh-huh.
So be it. Consider us partners. For now.
Okay.
You accept?
Sure. Don't make me regret it.
Okay.
But listen, what I do with my share of corpses is my business. No nosing about. Got it?
Of course not, sir. I think my attractiveness kind of went down with that line. I think that line kind of... Yeah, no thank you. Yeah, it's fine. I'll leave you alone.
You still want to keep secrets, even if we'll be working together? Shouldn't we be open and honest and build a trusting partnership?
Here's the deal. You don't pry, and I'll assist you with Corpse Girl's work. I'll help you craft your elaborate photos. No charge. I get privacy, you get an assistant. Mutually beneficial. Wouldn't you agree?
I think about his offer. It's true that I don't really need to know what he's doing with the corpses. The whole thing is illegal already, so if he wants to take it further, that's not on me. And if I can get some assistance, it'll surely help me churn out the photos at a faster rate. I need to I'll need muscle to move bodies, for starters. That alone is worth keeping my nose clean.
Okay, we have a deal.
Glad to hear it.
Kojiro extends a hand as I grip it firmly as my frail bones stop it with that. We shake once, and Kojiro offers me a surprisingly warm smile. His intense murderous demeanor suddenly vanishes, and he reverts to his awkward alien self.
Saw us about the love confession stuff before. Too late now, but I'd have helped Corpse Girl in return for a simple date.
Seriously? Did I come up with some elaborate insight to his psyche and his desire for absolutely no reason? Was all he wanted was a chance to take me out?
No backing out now. We've got a deal, right?
Right. Welcome to the team, Kojiro.
Team Corpse Girl, huh? Well, it's good to be on board. My more connection, your schemes. We hoist piles of corpses out and split the stack 50-50. That the whole of it?
To put it simply, yeah. And I get your assistance with Corpse Girl's work. A reward for keeping my eyes shut.
Of course. Looking forward to that. The spoken contract's as good as anything to me. I'm satisfied. When do we start?
I don't feel good about this.
Soon. There's only one thing missing from my plan.
That is?
We need somewhere to store the bodies we retrieve. Somewhere big, with no one to meddle in our business.
Oh my god, I just had an epiphany. This explains the prologue. This explains the very beginning of the game. Do you remember in the very beginning of the game when that one blonde girl was pushed to fall off the building? And when she opened the door, there was her corpse there. And I was so confused by that, but this explains it. I bet they dress her up, make it look like her, like a random corpse to look like her. She sees it in a panic, and yeah. Oh my god.
I'm thinking an old warehouse or something like that.
A warehouse, huh? What about an abandoned factory? I might know a place.
Oh, and that's where the name of the game comes from.
A factory?
An abandoned factory? for all our corpse collection. I like the sound of that. I don't. The fuck? Fuck is this game? And why am I intrigued? It's pretty late by the time I get home. I'm completely wiped out. That conversation with Kojiro took way more out of me than I would have guessed. My entire mouth feels parched and dry, probably due to a combination of nervousness and talking far too much. Words. Still, I'm happy with the end result. That meeting was worth stepping out of my comfort zone for. Wait for Kojiro to get back to me about the abandoned factory. If we secure a location like that, our real work will begin. I figured that I should turn in for the night since I get to be in the office in the morning. But the ever-present tug of curiosity pulls at my sleeve, and I find myself being drawn to my laptop. I'll take a quick look for new requests. Just a peek. Laptop open and logged in, I feel a surge of endorphins slug across my face when I see the notification for one new request. Squealing like an overly excited schoolgirl, I open the message and view the details. Oh! Tomoe did it. Shinya did it. Yes. The photo almost instantly almost instantaneous what? The photo loads almost instantly and fills the screen. Sorry. I was so excited about her being on my screen that a woman, middle-aged with a stern expression, well-groomed and dressed in business attire. And immediately familiar. Kotomi Ida. I'm in complete disbelief. Seeing this request come through the site gives me a disorienting sense of deja vu. I rack my brain for the cause, wondering if I've lived this moment before. The answer hits me quickly despite my mind's exhaustion. Kotomi Ida isn't the first coworker of mine to have her death requested. Though I didn't know it at the time, Akane Tsurumaki also worked at my building, and her death was requested not all that long ago. Kotomi marks the second person to be wanted dead within my company. She's an exec, just like Tsurumaki. I wonder if this is simply a coincidence? It surely has to be. After all, Tomoe confessed that she was the one to request Tsurumaki's death, and she seemed to regret doing so. Therefore, I have to doubt that she'd go on to upload Kotomi's photo to the site. So who could have want Kotomi dead? Tomoe! Or Shinya! Who else? Or maybe she's molested other guys, you know? Like, maybe a bunch of people want her fucking dead. She's a shit rag. She isn't the most likable person, but who really is? Okay, a fact, I guess. We all have stuff that's not good about us, but that doesn't mean that because you have something that's not good about you, that somebody wants you dead. The hell? She deals with the juniors on my floor on a regular basis. The juniors, like me, Tomoe, Shinya. That's right. Thanks to Kotomi, Shinya's prospects at the company are dead in the dirt. And that's before even diving into the true issue, their current relationship. Did he request her death as retribution? He doesn't seem like the type, but I let out a sigh. Far too tired to run through the myriad possibilities tonight. Don't think I can even bring my weary fingers to navigate through the database of the deceased to start on the request. I'll tackle this tomorrow. No matter the reason behind the request, Kotomi Ida will receive a corpse photo. That's my conviction as corpse girl, after all. I close the lid of my laptop and throw myself onto the bed, begging for sleep to claim me quickly. June 10th. Yeah.
I need to talk to you.
What's with that look? Got something up your ass?
Come on, just follow me.
I grab Tomoya's wrist and guide her away from the labyrinth of desks into an elevator waiting patiently for us. We emerge from the double doors into the lobby. The place is quiet and nearly empty. It offers significantly more privacy than the crowded 14th floor.
God, your fingers are bony. You're pinching me.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I let go of her wrist and she rubs it gingerly against her clothes.
Anyway, what's up?
I hesitate for a moment. Even though I ran through all this scenario in my head during the train ride, I'm still anxious about playing it out now. But the situation involves Tomoe, either directly or indirectly. And as my friend, she needs to know.
I think Corpse Girl is going to target Kotomi Ida.
Eh? Did you get one of them photos?
Her reaction is fairly indifferent. I thought after being involved with Tsurumaki's death, this news would have been more of an impact on her.
Well, no, I don't think so, but...
How do you know then?
That's hard to explain. Just bear with me. Kotomi and Shinya had a falling out. Because of her, his career here is at an end. I'm sure he told you about it.
Yep.
That makes sense. Shinya would confide in his girlfriend about his career, but I don't know the extent of Tomoe's inside knowledge. I doubt that she knows the true nature of their relationship, judging by how nonchalant her reaction has been so far.
So, if you can kind of guess what I'm getting at?
What?
I think, maybe, that Shinya requested her death.
Shinya? Nah, he don't have it in him. Besides, that bitch has it coming.
She does?
Yep. I'm surprised you found out about it, but I plugged her photo into Corpse Girl's website yesterday.
I'm stunned. I can hardly formulate a response to Tomoe's confession. Why? Dude, I bet Shinya told her about what happened. Why is this surprising to you?
Absolute skank. She deserves to die.
But... why? After you requested Akane Tsurumaki's death, why would you...
Look, it's not about Shinya's career, alright? I spoke with him. Real deep and meaningful like. He confided in me. But since we're friends, I suppose I can share it with you. Kotomi Ida has been sexually assaulting him.
Seriously?
A faint of surprised reaction. In reality, I'm more taken aback that Shinya actually confessed to Tomoe.
It's been going on for months, he says. And now she's fucked his career up, so he'll have no choice but to leave the company. He leaves, and she gets off free without anyone finding out about what she's been doing to him. I hate her. I hate her so fucking much.
I try to digest Tomoe's words. I didn't know that Shinya had been putting up with this abuse for such a long time. So Kotomi's motive for ending his career was purely out of self-interest. She was probably looking for a reason, any reason, to discard him. And that slight incident with Aoi was just good enough for her to seize. If he quits the company, she won't get found out. It's a simple plan, but utterly devious.
We should tell someone what she's been doing. She can't get away with that.
She ain't gonna get away with it. Corpse Girl's coming for her, remember? I can't wait to hear the news about Kotomi winding up dead somewhere. I hope she gets her throat slit.
Yeah.
But hey, how'd you find out about it?
Tomoe cocks her head and gives a concerned look. I brace myself as I watch the gears slowly turn inside her head, waiting for her to point the finger at me. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to reveal this information to Tomoe. I should have just kept my mouth shut and fulfilled the request like always. I'm also questioning that. Damn it, why does my curiosity always have to get the better of me? I'm gonna cause my own demise at this rate I'm going.
Oh, I figured it out. Kotomi must have received a photo and told you about it, huh? Wow, that Corpse Girl sure works fast.
Tomoe's gleeful expression suddenly caves in and she gasps.
Wait a minute. Why would she even show you something like that? When I think about it, there was that time you got a photo but nothing happened to you. Then, the only way you could have really known about Kotomi is...
I flinch as Tomoe takes a purposeful step towards me.
You're Corpse Girl, aren't you? You have to be. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Shit. I avert my gaze and look at the floor in silence.
God, are you for real? I can't believe it.
You took your sweet time figuring it out.
Don't give me that bullshit. You can't expect me to figure out something like that if you're gonna try so hard to hide it. What the fuck, girl? You get your rocks off by killing people?
No, not exactly. I don't kill people.
The hell you don't! Explain that bitch Tsurumaki.
She killed herself.
Yeah, she killed herself. That's the cover-up, right?
I'm serious. She killed herself. But... Corpse Girl encouraged her to do it.
Tomoe blinks a few times, her face scrunching up and analyzing my blank expression.
You're telling the truth. Holy shit. I can't believe this. You're really Corpse Girl?
There's no going back now. After hiding my true identity for nearly a year, I've managed to reveal it to 2 people in less than 24 hours. I just hope I haven't made a fatal mistake.
It's true. I'm Corpse Girl.
Wow, fuck me, right? All this time I've been thinking you're just some goth skank with weird hobbies. But you're actually pretty fucking cool. You're actually doing something with your life.
You think this is cool?
Huh? I thought you'd be angry with me.
Angry? Why would I be angry? God, this is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. I'm friends with fucking Corpse Girl. And people said I'd never amount to nothing. Though it took me long enough to figure it out. I ain't the sharpest light bulb in the shed.
I can't argue with that.
Tomoe laughs and put her arms around my shoulder. I shrink away a little, but her good cheer is somewhat infectious. I feel a flood of relief that washes through my body.
So, like, I gotta know. How many people have you killed?
I said I don't kill people, remember?
Yeah, you know what I mean. How many have offed themselves because of you?
It's an embarrassingly small number.
That's so? Oh, that's a shame.
Okay, all these people are bad.
Listen, you gotta fill me in on all the juicy deets later, Kay. For now, please focus on getting rid of that bitch Kotomi.
I'll do my best.
Thanks, slut. Shinya and I will owe you one for sure.
Okay, but Tomoe didn't really, Okay, but Tomoe didn't really ask why there was a picture of myself in her desk, so I'm kind of glad. Tomoe sings around and looks towards the elevator. She turns back and gives me a thumbs up gesture.
This convo never happened. Got it?
Got it.
That's my line. You can't tell anyone about me and Corpse Girl.
Please, who would I tell?
Well, the police, for starters?
Fuck 'em. I ain't a squealer. I'm on your side, Corpse Girl. Relax. Anyway, peace.
Tomoe ducks away and leaves me standing alone. I really hope I made the right decision here. I suppose I don't have a choice but to keep moving forward. My first order of business should be to take care of Kotomi. If I can get her to get rid of herself, I'll prove to Tomoe that I'm not messing around, and it might cement our friendship even further. I just have to get through the rest of the work week, and then return home and focus on crafting Kotomi's corpse photo. That's when the real fun will begin. All of you people are absolutely screwed up in the head. Reach into the drawer and clutch a cheap plastic burner phone between my fingers. Crafting the photo of Kotomi is done. All I need to do is send it. I thought about waiting until tomorrow, but I already put off making the photo for a day, so I'll make my move tonight. During editing, I timestamped the photo with tomorrow's date, 10:46 a.m. It doesn't leave much time if Kotomi receives the photo tonight, but I'm confident the plan will be effective. Kotomi will look at the phone tonight. She'll either freak out and end it all immediately, or after a sleepless night of anxiety, she'll pull the trigger, figuratively speaking, instead of going into the office. I could cross my fingers and hope that by divine intervention, someone else will take care of her life. But based on my recent failures, I don't think that's likely anymore. If anyone else was ever involved in the deaths of Corpse Girl's victims, I don't think they're still around. Why else would my last few attempts have failed? No, my best bet is to urge Kotomi to simply get rid of herself. A convincing enough corpse photo might be enough to lure her to her death. When I turn on the burner phone, I'm happy to see the battery is still charged. I load up the phone number masking app and enter my trademark digits, and then shoot up the phone into the network. If Kotomi is a screen addict like the rest of society, she'll be freaking out in about 10 seconds. So this victim is going to have a quick turnaround time. I'll take the burner to the back shed tonight to store it, and I'll ditch it on the way to the office tomorrow. I'm not expecting a reply within such a narrow time frame. There's no need to hold on to the phone for 24 hours like I normally do. Clutching the phone with one hand, I grab my keys from the kitchen bench with the others. I step forward to the front door. Beep-da-beep! The phone in my hand vibrates violently and I nearly drop it in terror.
What the?
I bring the screen swiftly to my face and read the alert. Without thinking, I unlock the phone and open the message. A reply from Kotomi. You think this is funny? I know who you are. I'll report you to the police.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. She actually replied? For the first time ever since Corpse Girl started her grand work, I've actually received a reply from the victim. Even though I use the number mask, there's actually nothing stopping someone from directly replying to my message. A reply would still get sent through the network and back to the burner phone SIM card. The number mask is simply a stealth tactic, disabling the ability to view what the phone number actually is. Doesn't prevent replies. I discard the burner phone anyway, with the extra layer of security, not to mention a bit of a calling card. Judging by Kotomi's response, I assume we have a fighter on our hands. She's not going to give in so easily. Her threat about reporting me to the police is a bluff. I'm confident that she wouldn't possibly know my identity.
I've been waiting for this. I've waited so long for someone to reply.
I can finally put my contingency plan into practice. I've been holding out for this moment. I feel a wicked grin split my face in two as I mash my fingers against the screen as I compose a venomous reply. You like that photo? That's you in about 12 hours, unless you follow my instructions. The message sends an instant, and I eagerly await the next reply. I'm not left waiting long. Kotomi's response comes through within seconds. Her attitude has completely changed. Please, I'll do anything. What do you want?
I called your bluff, you piece of shit. Now you'll do what I tell you to.
I enter my instructions clearly and concisely. Whoa! Pack 500,000 yen into a bag. Put it into a coin locker 6644 at Shinjuku Station. Retrieve the item already inside. Put the locker key inside a full soda bottle and leave it on top of the locker. After I send the message, I decide to add one last bit. Do it now, make sure no one sees you. Then go to platform 12. Do not board a train. Await my instructions. Satisfied with this amendum, I hit send. If Kotomi truly fears her well-being, she'll carry out the instructions. Her response arrives shortly. Okay, I'll do it. Going there now.
Yes!
I've done it. Convinced her. I'll collect the money once I'm sure she's no longer hanging around. 500,000 yen is nothing to sneeze at. It's not life-changing, but it'll cover my rent for a few good months. I chose this amount to simply test the waters. Asking for an insane amount would make it impossible for a victim to follow through. But I figured someone like Kotomi, an exec for a big company, would easily have access to this much dough. I'll go collect the money. And if everything goes well, Kotomi will disappear before sunrise. But why? Though the hour is late, quite a few commuters are still navigating through Shinjuku Station-wide platforms and underground labyrinths. The train station beneath my feet is the sprawling metropolitan that... I can read. Anyway, it extends through the city. It's packed with restaurants, shops, and other outlets. But as I'm standing here on one of the countless train platforms above ground, the world might as well be completely in a different dimension. The only problem is that I'll have to brave the maze as soon as I descend on the platform stairs. I tend to get dizzy in such places. My normal morning route doesn't require me to travel through the underground plaza. I'm able to exit the station within minutes of my train arriving at the platform. Still, I'm somewhat familiar with the layout of the underground. I know exactly where coin locker 6644 is located. The coin lockers in the train station are these popular way for people to store luggage or personal belongings for a few hours at a time. In Shinjuku, it can be difficult to even find a single available locker. But coin locker 6644 is special. I approach it from the main passageway of the underground and take my eyes in a familiar sight. Uh-oh, locker 6644 sits in the middle of the row, nestled between countless other lockers. Across its door is a thick coat of graffiti. Colorful curse words sprayed on the thick paint adorn the locker. The graffiti is such an eyesore that it acts as a deterrent to anyone who might want to store it in their belongings. The icing on the cake is that the condition of the coin-operated lock. The thing is busted and dented from physical abuse, like someone has tried to pry into it with a crowbar on multiple occasions. However, I know from testing it firsthand that the lock still works, despite its battered appearance. No one in their right mind would use this locker, and it makes the perfect spot to host my pickup. Glancing at the locker, I notice that the soda bottle sits on top of it, a soda bottle full of bubbly, opaque liquid. I quickly look around to make sure that Kotomi is nowhere in sight. I walk past the locker and completely lap around the immediate area, scanning thoroughly for her. But she isn't here. In fact, there are very few people in this little section of the station. Good. She followed my instructions perfectly. After leaving the key in the soda bottle, she left immediately. I approached the locker once more. I reach up above it and retrieve the soda bottle, and then crack it open and hear a fizzy hiss. I bring the lip of the bottle to eye level and peer inside, trying to identify the shape of the key within the swirling ocean of carbonation. There it is! I try to fish inside the narrow bottle opening with my fingers. Thin though they are, I can't squeeze more than one finger inside the bottle at a time. I could tip the bottle over and let the soda and the key spill out onto the floor, but if someone sees me being a nuisance and causing a mess, it'll draw unwanted attention. I've got no choice but to chug the back of the soda and try to catch the key in my mouth. As disgusting as the concept is, I need to steel myself. I raised the bottle to my lips, tilt my head back, and poured the foul liquid into my open mouth. What? The saccharine tang of artificial flavoring assaults my taste buds, and I immediately want to vomit. But I'm committed to seeing this through. I can throw up later. The most important thing is getting the key, okay? You never had soda before? It isn't until the bottle is half empty that the cold metal key drops into my mouth. It clings against my teeth, and I nearly choke in surprise. Sputtering and spitting, I feel droplets of soda running down my chin. My cheeks are puffed like a squirrel as I try to retain the key and the soda in my mouth. I choked on the key. I reached my fingers into a purse-tight lip and recovered the tiny key. I try to swallow down the rest of the soda in my mouth, trying hard not to release a repugnant blech. Excuse me. I burn the key. I turn the key over in my hand and smile. My sticky teeth adhere to my lips, and it takes me a few seconds to lick them clean. Tossing the soda bottle into a nearby trash can, I wipe the key clean on my skirt and quickly insert the coin locker. Twist the key, turn the latch, and swing the locker door open. Inside the dark vault is a single bag, a simple paper pouch like you would get at a grocery store. I pull the paper bag apart and take a look inside. Thick stacks of 10,000 yen bills fill the bag. I'm not foolish enough to stand here and count out, but I'm confident the amount is at least pretty close to what I requested.
It worked. My plan worked.
I can hardly believe it. Yeah, me too, Noriko. Me too.